I'm sure you guys have seen this thing going around talking about if you were the only artist left on earth, would you still make art? Well, you probably haven't because I made it up. But hey, it's an interesting question, isn't it? I hope so. Do you put in so many hours in art to purely express yourself and for your enjoyment? Or do you see art as a means to an end? Maybe for visual storytelling or for praise and clout? I don't know. That's why we're discussing it today. Okay, if I were the only person left on earth, I would probably have better things to worry about, like surviving whatever apocalypse that caused this to happen. But let's not get too technical and ignore the plot holes and just imagine that everything is like your normal everyday life. Survival isn't a problem. You have everything that's been released on the internet up to that point, free time every now and then. And instead of going to work/school, you now farm to sustain yourself. Question is, would you still do art? The question is, would you still do art? I'm gonna be honest, if I were in that situation, I would not take art seriously. If anything, I would just have a sketchbook with doodles of my OCs, but I wouldn't devote myself to becoming better like I do now. Personally, in that situation, there's nothing for me to gain spending all that time doing art. It's not because learning a creative skill like art would be useless. In fact, in that same situation, I would take being a musician seriously. Both fall into the same creative skill category. I guess it's because I get much more enjoyment from playing a song because it's much more in the moment, whereas for art, it's not so much. Spend all that time, weeks or months even, on a single piece just to only enjoy the finished product for a brief moment. Not like I don't enjoy the process of making art, it's just not the same as music. Anyways, I'm rambling. I don't know why I brought up music, but basically I feel like this question boils down to if I do art for myself or for others. And I feel like it's both. I don't do art purely to please other people or for likes, because trust me, right now I don't get much likes. I still draw what I like to draw. But I also don't do it purely for myself. But if anything, I'm leaning towards doing it for others more than myself. That's because the reason I take art so seriously in the first place is because it's my job. I spend hours upon hours trying to get better so I can do my job better. Don't get me wrong, it's a job I really enjoy doing. I feel like the word job always has this negative connotation around it. It's not always the case. It's just always hard to separate the two because my mind is always like, why would I make art for myself? And I can spend the same amount of time drawing something for my portfolio in order to get more work. This isn't the best mindset, but I'm working on changing that. So basically what I attempted to say is art is a job that I really enjoy doing, but it's not my preferred method of expressing myself. Rather, I prefer to express myself in other ways like music. Hopefully what I said today made sense. I was all over the place, but let me know your thoughts about this question in the comments below. And anyways, I'll see you guys later. Love you.